the eyes of an amateur, there are many possibilities. In the eyes of an expert, there are only few. You see, the main reason why people are not in shape and they don't have the dream body that they want is because they simply do not possess the knowledge. Now, I know that should alleviate some of the pain, right? Like you just didn't know. But the thing is, the information is actually ready and available. So why aren't more people walking around with six packs? Why isn't this just a common phenomenon? What's going on? What's happening in society, in life? Well, it's because it's not just simply about knowing. It's about doing and executing. Obviously, the two other parts that are more important to working out and getting in shape. But it's actually quite simple if you boil it down. This is why I say that it's going to be the easiest thing you do in your life. Working out and getting in shape is simply about picking the type of workout and aesthetic you want to go for, and simply just doing that. That is all. Now, the problem with that is that a lot of fitness influence out there, the way that they teach it is kind of backwards. It's kind of wrong. And a lot of people do not want that type of physique or sort of training regimen. And I say that. I say a lot of older people are in the fitness industry, and the way they teach is not the way that you probably want to move around. You want to look for the type of physique that you want and just copy them. That is the fastest way to success. When it comes to getting the results that you want, you just look at someone else, what they did, and copy it. And this is especially true in fitness, is because what they did to get to that body type and that level is going to work for you. So you just need to, it's simply about picking out the body type and physique that you want and just doing that workout. But again, this does not work for everybody because it really is that simple. It's simple as all the physiques that you want, whether it be real life, a character, or anything. It's just simply about finding the right style for you and sort of living that lifestyle out. And the way you do that is by, again, like I said, picking the character that you want. So back in 2023 was when I had been working out for about a year. I've been working out for about a year. But I wasn't really building the type of body that I wanted to. It all started because I wanted the body of Madara, who is a character from a show called Naruto. And so I looked up how to get that physique that he had. I started doing that exercise consistently, the consistency. But you realize all of it was foundational on the fact that I chose that was the right workout. So going to 2023, what I had to do was sort of alter the way that I worked out because I wanted to be more flexible, more aesthetic. I wanted to build bigger arms. I wanted more abs. So just change my workout a bit. And of course, you're already going to have to change around things a bit. It was all thanks to the consistency. It just comes down to picking the right workout that you want to do and just following that out for 50 years. But then you might not know what you want. How do you do that? Well, that is why I have actually created an entire library. This is what the athletic lifestyle is that there's not one athletic lifestyle. You see, all fat people have one thing in common. They're fat, they're out of shape, that's the main problem. All fat people have the same problem, but all fit people have so many different options, choices to choose from. The possibilities are endless. You could, let's say, have a guy who's more of a runner, and so he's got a more lean physique. You could have a guy who's a bodybuilder, who's really super jacked. He's got a big upper body, but he doesn't really train his legs, but he's jacked. And like I said, there's the athletic lifestyle is a type of lifestyle, but there's so much more than that. You could be into running, you could be into sports, you could be into bodybuilding, you could be into powerlifting, all those things like that. So what I've done actually is I have created an entire library of all the different types of physiques and athletic lifestyles that you could live out. And it is simple as you going in and just choosing the right one for you. Because the truth is, the way I work out is probably not the way that you would work out. But the routines and implementations, the things that I've done to get to this level, are what is going to help everybody else. So what you can do is go into the athletic lifestyle, which I'll put a link down below. I've created basically this entire library of different workouts, different exercises, of different characters from different shows, movies, real life people's bodies. And like I said, it's just simply about going in and picking the one that you like and just copying that. That is the simplest, most best way. The way you're going to get quick results, the way that you're going to properly implement and make sure that you are getting the results that you want. So the idea of workout is very vague, it's very broad. But if you hone in and you kind of know what you're doing, because like I said, misinformation is the most reason why people don't start. They really don't know what they're doing because they walk in the gym, they have no idea. But if you knew what you were doing and you knew that you had to show up for it every single day, week in, week out, then it would be much easier and you can consistently build results. Your consistency is not going to matter unless you know what you are putting it towards. It is better to do the right thing, sort of not very good at first, and then building up, rather than doing the wrong thing consistently. You're not going to get a shredded physique just by doing push-ups every single day or a bunch of sit-ups. You need a basis and you need structure. And that is why you need to join the athletic lifestyle. So you can go in and choose out the workouts that you want. If there's one that I don't have, that you actually do want, then you can message me, like actually on there, or even just on Instagram, anything. And I will actually make it and implement and show you the exact sort of workouts, diet, nutrition, cardio, like sort of lifestyle, all of those things. And then you can even make your own athletic lifestyle to cater it towards your own life. I hope to see you in there in the athletic lifestyle. This is going to revolutionize the progress that you've been making for all these years. This is going to change the game. It's because you now have a path and a heading that you know where you need to go. It's just about choosing the right one for you. So, as I say in all these videos, stay flashy.